Well, thank you so much, Jacob, for that. And it is Motivational Monday with Dr. Binks from the Weight Management Clinic. So thank you so much for joining us again on this Monday.
Nice to be here.
Yes, and I hear that you have some good news to share with us. Is it true that we can practice being happy?
We certainly can. We can learn happiness just like we learn things that aren't so good. And I think what happens is in our day-to-day lives, we kind of mix up being stressed with being unhappy. And sometimes we're not so attuned to what happiness feels like. So the idea that you start looking for it and identifying it and what kind of leads to it is the overall philosophy here.
Absolutely. And wouldn't you agree that most of the time it's easier to focus on the unhappy or the not so good, and we don't focus on the happy?
You're absolutely right, and it doesn't make a lot of sense given that being happy is a very rewarding thing, right? But it could be that we're just so busy and so forth. So making a conscious effort to focus on the things that are good is required. Now I will say, since I've lived in Lubbock, there are a lot of fairly positive people out there. I meet lots of them, and so it's not like it's an overall negative tone around us, but it's still there.
Absolutely. Now tell us about the steps that you feel like can create being happy.
Yeah, so the first thing is to just take a minute, maybe close your eyes a little and think back to a time when you really felt a little lighter, or if you can't get to happy, then think light, happy, something like that. Then what you'll do is think about what was going on at that time. It might be something real small, real simple. It could have been you just happened to see a dog doing something funny, or a little kid in a grocery store or something,
right.
and then look for what the theme is that makes you feel that way. So what's the theme that leads? What are some of the themes in your life that every time it happens, you feel a little lighter, a little happier?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I like that. Being aware, being conscious, being in control, for sure,
yes.
of that. And, I feel like there are times where it's easier. Right now in Lubbock, Texas, with all the hype of our Texas Tech Red Raider basketball, of course it's a little bit easier to be happy, right?
It sure is. I'm a little conflicted because I was at Duke for a very long time and now I'm at Texas Tech, but cheer for the home team.
Absolutely.
Always.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Bink. And to find out more, you can look at the screen. We have everything listed for you so you can get more information about what he shared with us today. Now, let's check in with Skylar to see what's next.